What's up, guys? It's been a while. All right. Just a lot's been going on. So I'm going to drop 4 videos because I'm 3 weeks behind. Tomorrow's Friday. So I'll have another video for you guys. But just keeping it real. It's been a lot going on. So got to make up for the last couple weeks. And but yeah. So back to video talk. March has been historic. Today's March 31st. So many great games. I'm going to break down a couple of the best players in the league. Right now, this video is going to be LeBron James. Got a Lakers shirt on. Um, and kind of go from there. So let's get into it. All right. So, um, you know, what we've noticed with LeBron, his game has evolved, right, as the years have gone on, and he's still ridiculously in great shape, but he's added so much more. So here we've seen I think he's become a better shooter as he's gotten older, which is important. And I just want to point out really quickly, um, when I teach shooting, look where he catches the ball. It's down by his knees, basically, right? And I say when you catch a ball, it's okay to have a dip because what that does, it gives you power. Obviously, he's shooting from deep, which is the NBA three is pretty deep, but he swings that ball up. And I try to explain to players like that's okay to have because one, it helps you get the ball up, it helps create power, and it's important to have that where it helps you get into this rhythm and flow. All right, next we have him in the mid post. These are just clips of him scoring. He had like 52 points, I think, this game or something like of that nature. So happens here, mid range, jab, fade back, shot. Now, this is very important too. Like players need to understand having an effective Jab game is important. So face up, he takes his time. That trigger step, watch his foot, rock, steps back. Right? Oh, whoops. And that jab, see, he jabs, his foot opens up. Kyle Kuzma's foot opens up and stays there. So now he takes a step in between his space to make sure he doesn't close this gap. And that's enough space because he's in a stance. When we fade, we're usually in a stagger stance or we jump backwards. So he's in a stagger stance for this, and he goes up and back. By that time, it's a great contest, but great players make great shots. So now is LeBron a GOAT? He is a GOAT. Is he my GOAT? Probably not. Probably not. He isn't my GOAT, even though I respect greatness when I see it. What he's doing at his age, 37, to dominate like this and do things like this is ridiculous. Like it's crazy. Early in his career, you would never see him set a ball screen like this and then roll. But he's at the stage where he's doing whatever he needs to do to win. And that's where I can really respect his game. Mid post, he has a mismatch, and this is one of his go-tos. Does this little cross hang and takes a hard jab and steps back. It's like a drag. Drag off the dribble. This is a good move, especially if you have a mismatch and you usually drive by them. Porzingis has to respect his ability to go by because he's not athletic enough. You see how he drags him out to the right with the cross bound. He bounds, this little skip, and then drags the ball back to pull up for the shot. Good move. Real good move. All right, here. Dribble handoff, stop behind, shot. What's the rule? I mean, you guys can't answer. You can answer it now. Give you like 2 seconds. When somebody goes under the screen, what do we always do? Shoot, this was lazy. So even on the handoff, he's not even moving. He's saying switch already. He's down here, way below the 3-point line. This is the NBA. That's way too much space. Knock it down. Anybody goes under the screen, doesn't move, let it go. Let it go. Let it go, bro. This is crazy. This was a tough shot. He does that drag, right? That little hang drag. He kind of jabs like he's about to drive and pulls back. Now he shot it extra high because Porzingis didn't really move. Porzingis is 7'3", so a hand in his face. He shoots a little bit higher than normal. Hang, dribble, jab. It's a tough move. I love the move, but you got to be real confident with that shot. Here he has a mismatch, size mismatch. If I was this defender, I would have took the charge right here. Sell that. Boom. That arm extended a little bit. Would have sold that. But that's me on defense. It's a solid defense, to be honest. For somebody that's like 6 feet and 6'8", 260, like, it's tough. All right, so let's look. He drives. He can't get by him. He sees help side. Ain't help. The issue here, his back's turned, so Westbrook's got to communicate if Caldwell Pope is coming over. Kuzma's all the way in help. Who's that? I think you got a shooter in 15. He cuts. They both cut. Look at that. To provide some space. He shoots it. Fadeaway. I mean, the fadeaway is not a bad shot, especially when against somebody shorter, but I think he could have, if he was patient, there would have been a lot more room to wiggle. Transition. Pull up three. Feeling it over Corey Kinsberg. Sorry. That's a heat check. That was deep. It's deep. And what I want to watch here, too, like I said, there's a lot of skill. Like, if you guys sit here and watch this, he steps in and turns, right? His feet are turned. And what I preach sometimes, if your shot is, if you turn your feet too much, it's going to make your body turn. And I've seen players that have been taught to shoot and they turn so much where it affects the arc on their shot and the accuracy of it. So you want it comfortably, not too far turn, and even being completely square is not comfortable either. So you could find a comfortable spot for you. Now, because it's such a deep shot, naturally to help, if you watch a lot of players, they turn in the air as they follow through to kind of give them some extra oomph to get it. So watch how his feet are here. I'll draw this here. And you see the staggered finish completely turns sideways. Right? It's just what happens when you shoot it from deep to help you get some more power into the shot. This is very much so tough. All right, so we have a behind, skip to behind, cross, drop. So he crossed, dropped, cross again, downhill, attacks. I don't know if he knows Porzingis is coming over, but he's aware, and he shakes off with that inside hand, shoulder square to the rim in the backboard, one hand off the glass. Now, sorry. Every time I talk a lot, I'm just tired. I don't know why. The key here is, like, when you attack, like I say, when we drive from an angle, and I say sometimes float, this is what I say: shoulder square, line it up. What he does with one hand and hangs in the air, only 1% could do that. I mean, maybe you practice it and you become that 1%. But the characteristics that you can derive from this, can take from this, is your shoulder square and line it up to the backboard and use the glass. Here, transition, pace, takeoff. Just crazy how he's at that age and he can do all that. Ball screen. That's tough. I like this a lot. So notice how he comes off, and when we do drills, ball screens are never full speed. And what I mean by full speed, you don't come off 100 miles per hour. Players come off at like 50% speed so they can give themselves time to make reads. So now from here, everybody's collapsing. Literally, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Almost damn near in the paint. This pass is open. He could curl behind here. He could hit him with a little bounce pass. Um, Sorry, I don't know what just happened. So you can hear here. Horton Tucker can curl behind for a little bounce pass there. You could swing it over because this guy's technically playing 2. There's so much you can do out of this situation. But what he does, he gets into his space. He's recovering. He nudges him to back him off. You see how his shoulders go back? Now with that, LeBron uses that as leverage, turns it out, gets into space for mid-range fade. One more time. Slow, check, bump, turn out, fade. I like this because it's a jab, shimmy into a mid post, and then he fades back. This is another tough shot. He had to shoot it higher than normally because defense was right there. Like I said, this is maybe not the best of shots, but because it's LeBron, or if you're a superstar or you have the green light, yeah, you would take that shot. But what I really like about this is this right here, this jab, shimmy, jab, shimmy into his mid post. And what I would have did, I would have kept going down. He barely made contact for the fade. That's why he was there. If he hit him, notice he doesn't really nudge. He nudges him there a little bit, but like there's no super nudge where Kuzma goes back. And so it's a great contest, just a better shot. That's really difficult. Pretty tough. This is half turn, drives. The corner, help side steps up, Euro steps. I don't know why Rui Hachimura stopped. A little slide step here, not even almost like a Euro, but it looks more like a slide to the side. 1, 2, nice easy layup. That's called great body control. That's why it's important you drive, but your ability to decelerate and change angles is important. Ooh, I like this. This move was tough. All right, so there's a through jab. Sorry. Through jab, gets the defender going back, skips, dribble step, and then drops. Watch the hand. You see the hand? His defender's hand's here. So LeBron swipes down. Now he drives, knows every time he drives baseline, and he knows this help side defender's gonna step up. So he gets to this mid post, fakes it, because he's been what we just saw the last time he drove to the mid post to post up. This time he does a quick spin out for a fade. It's a tough shot. All right, last clip here, I believe is a 3. Dribble handoff. Dribble handoff to skip. Defender does what? Switches. Other defenders under. Just let it fly. Bang. All right, so this was a long video. Like, these videos aren't for the faint-hearted. These are for players who are trying to learn and study and get better. All right, so got a couple more coming up. Stay tuned. Training, lock in with me. We're trying to get better. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.